Hi Cancer, this is Jessica with Cardinal Signs. I hope that you're doing well. So let's take a look at what's coming in for you for the month of September. So we've got your overall energies here with the 10 of Cups, the 7 of Swords, and Temperance. In work, projects, and routines, you've got the 9 of Wands, the 5 of Swords, and the Tower. And then in your love life, you have Death, Temperance, and Justice. So big energies coming in there. So let's start off at the top here. So 10 of Cups, the 7 of Swords, and Temperance. So what I'm seeing here is that you have accomplished something. There is some sort of great success that is coming into your life, but it's come at a cost with the 7 of Swords. It's like you've had to make compromises, perhaps, or allow some things to slide that you maybe normally wouldn't have. I do feel like it was worth it to you. You may be going back and kind of looking and saying, so I made this choice and maybe I normally wouldn't have made such a choice. And maybe when you made that choice, or maybe you're making that choice now, you questioned whether you were right, whether you are right in making that hard choice. This may be something that is of questionable integrity. Maybe it doesn't quite meet up to your standards. However, I'm seeing that it's a hard call that you're having to make, but it's worth it because you're getting the result that you need in your life with this 10 of Cups coming in here. And so this may have come at an emotional cost to you. You may have had to really create a divide within yourself in order to accomplish something. And again, for some reason, I'm speaking in the past tense, even though we're looking at what's coming. For some reason, I feel like this has already happened for you, and now you're like processing it. Maybe for some of you, this is happening now, but I think for a lot of you, this has happened. You're in the 10 of Cups now, and you're looking back and you're processing how you conducted yourself. There is also an element of judgment coming in here, like you're wondering if you made the right call. You're wondering if you should have done things differently, even though you've got the success that you want. You're wondering and questioning if you could have accomplished this or achieved this without making that compromise, because that compromise is just irking you. It's kind of like this little guilty thought that's just nagging at you, something that you didn't like that you had to do. I'm seeing that there was really no way around it, and I think that you're going to come to that realization too, that you acted with the best of intentions and you did what you had to do with the circumstances that were presented to you. So working through that kind of energy here. All right, Cancer, so for your work life, and this is projects and routines, day-to-day stuff, 9 of Wands, the 5 of Swords, and the Tower. This is exhaustion, comparison, and the Thunderbolt in this Osho Zen Tarot deck. Okay, so what I'm seeing is that something, I think it's different, but something isn't or didn't work out the way that you're hoping that it would. It's a lot more chaotic. It's causing you, first of all, like this burnout energy. It's overwhelming. It's much more demanding than what you thought. So some sort of project or commitment that you've made, it's sucking a lot out of you, and it's way more of a commitment than you thought it was going to be. Some of you are going to cut ties with this. Some of you are going to cut your losses, jump ship, and let it go because it's just not worth it to you. For some of you, your health is suffering as a result of this, of being just like sucked dry, spread too thin. And so you're letting it go and cutting your losses. Let me see what this is. Okay, so silver lining here. This feeling, I mean, it's not a very good feeling that you're dealing with. However, this feeling of being overwhelmed and exhausted and burned out is going to be a catalyst for you. And what I'm seeing is that it's launching you in a new direction where things are going to be a lot fresher, a lot more conducive to your health and well-being. And it's going to allow you to have like this personal balance in your life, you know, this balance between the demands of your work and your projects and the other things that you need to be responsible for, you know, whether it's family, friends, that kind of thing. So having this like work-life balance is coming up here. So you're letting something go and it's allowing this new energy to come in that's launching you in a direction that is much better and a lot more balanced. So that's good to see. I do think it's going to be challenging, but it's ultimately going to be very good for you. Okay, so now for your love life, Cancer, you have Death, Temperance, and Justice. So really big energies coming through here. The primary message that's coming in with these cards is that you are hitting the reset button. So it's interesting because that's kind of what you're doing up here as well. And it's being mirrored down in your love life. So I'm seeing that you're done with something. There's a cycle that is ending and you're taking stock, and it's like you're again, there's this strong sense of self-analysis that's coming up here for you this month. There's this sense of you like judging yourself and seeing how you measured up. I feel like you're perhaps going to be inclined to be a little bit overly critical of yourself in September. So just be careful with that. Balance in everything, because you do have the Temperance card here twice. And the Justice card is about balance too. So balance is like your key theme, I think, for the month of September. And the need for you to address any areas of your life where there is imbalance. So I'm being shown that in your love life, there has been an imbalance. This can be drawing your attention to, if you're coupled, for example, is there an imbalance in your relationship? Does one of you give more than the other? Is one of you more critical or more demanding than the other? Does one of you expect too much from the other person? Things like that coming up here, and you're thinking about this, and I do see you taking action about it as well. So let me tune in here. For those of you who are single, what does this mean? Single Cancers. Okay, so you're getting very clear about what you need and want in a relationship. I'm literally seeing you with like a checklist, and it's like you're going down and you're checking the boxes. Yep, gotta have that, gotta have that, gotta have that. And so perhaps you'll be the judge of this. Perhaps all of these, not all of them, but some of them are too demanding or unrealistic. That's not going to be the case for all of you. Some of you will have narrowed this checklist of what you need from a partner, and it's very concise and it's very realistic, and it is like your truth. There's nothing superfluous about it. And so you're setting this intention out into the universe because you're done with all the stuff that doesn't match up with you, with all the stuff that just doesn't line up with what you have on your checklist. And so you're setting this intention out into the universe in a big way. I see you like praying about this, maybe manifesting, like setting very deep intentions to draw someone into your life who is an energetic match to what you truly need and want in a partner. Okay, so that's what's coming in for those of you who are single. Now for couples, couple Cancers. Okay, so I'm seeing it's hard because like there's so many different ways to interpret this. So for some of you, it's going to be you, and for some of you, it's going to be your partner. But one of you is feeling like they've been hung out to dry and kind of just left hanging there, and they're not getting a lot of attention. And you're done with that. You're done with that. And so enough is enough, and I'm seeing you kind of like one of you speaking up, putting the foot down, and asking for a change. Basically, this is going to be you being very real about, again, this strong clarity about what you need in your relationship in order for it to work for you. You need more balance, more equality, equal give and take. Kind of tough themes, I gotta say, for you Cancers. A lot of stuff going on here. It's a heavier kind of a month for sure. I mean, you started off with the Ten of Cups, and that is going to be a really beautiful energy that's going to help to kind of buoy you up and keep your spirits light. But the other energies that are coming in here, they're pretty deep, and you're getting really real with yourself and what you need and want in your life and what doesn't fit in anymore. Okay, so additional message of guidance for Cancer. What else does Cancer need to know? So funny, I pulled that card for Gemini as well. Gentleness. And it makes sense because I think that, especially up here, we were talking about you kind of judging yourself harshly for a decision that you had to make, a hard decision that you had to make, and you're not sure if you made the right choice. Maybe you're wondering if you would have done the same thing again if presented with that situation a second time. And I really do feel that you need to cut yourself some slack. I think you're being very hard on yourself, very critical, and so you're being asked to treat yourself very gently at this time. You're going through a lot. There's a lot of big energies going on, a lot of shifts, and you're putting a lot of pressure and expectation on yourself. So just be kind and gentle and remember that you're beautiful. So that's the message for you for September. So thank you so much for watching, Cancer. I hope that these messages were helpful. I'd love to hear if they resonated with you. Remember to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. So have a beautiful month. Good luck navigating through all of this stuff. I do hope that you're able to, I think, forgive yourself for something. I think there's something that you need to forgive yourself for. So I hope you're able to find that in your heart. So take care of yourself, and I will see you again soon.